Jumper Smart Radio. I really appreciate the fact that you said, I'm so wary. This is not, just pause right here. I have seen, so I had a friend, and she said, I'm really weary of this possibility. And being not an asshole, I didn't correct her. But I thought, that's weird. I think she meant wary. Wary means I have concern. I'm trepidatious. I'm fearful. I'm worried. Weary means I'm tired. And then I noticed people on Reddit saying weary, W-E-A. They were spelling it wrong, too. It wasn't just a pronunciation problem. Literally, people have started mixing up this word, and it's driving me crazy. So I just want to say, wary, W-A-R-Y, is the word you mean. Weary means tired. Stop mixing them up. Okay, now that that's out of the way. Thank you for getting it right. I'm always wary of the quality control of jumper radios. Sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's not. And I think that almost always Radio Master quality control is better. Jumper does have some interesting stuff going on, like the Jumper Bumblebee has a 1 watt. Jumper Bumblebee is similar in size to the Radio Master Pocket, but has a 1 watt ELRS module, whereas the Pocket only goes to 250 milliwatts. Okay, that's interesting.
Can I share other issues?
Yeah, go ahead.
So one is it's Jumper TX.
It's not Edge TX?
Correct.
Oh, well, immediately no. Immediately no. At this point, Edge TX is so mature and well supported, there is no good reason to not run Edge TX. And like when FreeSky went from OpenTX to EthOS, I was like, okay, you're dead to me. The only reason to do that is you're trying to lock people into your ecosystem and lock them out of a well-established. And if it's like, well, it's all out of date and not supported anymore and someone has to do it. Okay, but Edge TX isn't like that. So immediately no. Go ahead, Blinty.
It's also 100 milliwatt ELRS, and apparently because it's Jumper TX, there are issues with updating the ELRS.
Immediately no. Dead to me. Dead to me. Yeah. We're going to do, like, is Jumper just trying to go the way of FreeSky and make themselves irrelevant? That's fine. I mean, sure, if that's what... The difference is I think FreeSky successfully transitioned to the fixed-wing market, traditional RC flying fields, and I'm sure they're doing fine over there, making a ton of money. I don't think Jumper's going to succeed at that. Yeah, no, this product is completely dead to me based on that. It needs to run Edge TX, which is the standard. It's open source. It's widely supported. It does everything you need it to do. What is your motivation for going to a proprietary, even if it's open source? What is your motivation for locking me into this other ecosystem that only you support, that God knows what kind of problems I'll have over there and who I'm going to get help from? And then you're going to do something weird with Edge TX or with Express LRS that makes it hard for me to update. Just F off over there with that nonsense, especially because Radio Master Pocket, $65, 250 milliwatts, runs Edge TX, Radio Master build quality. Is it perfect? No. For $50, I pay $15 more for this every freaking day. So, there you go. Yeah. No. Just don't do it. Don't do it. FreeSky was dead to me the minute they went to EthOS. I mean, I was annoyed at them before that, but the minute they moved their radios to EthOS, I was just like, okay, well, good. That's the final straw. I have no interest in supporting that decision to go to a proprietary firmware that you built in-house. Because is it better? I don't know. Maybe it is better. But once you do that, you're locked into them. And I don't like it. And I don't think that's how it should be. And people say, well, why do you support Betaflight then? I'm sorry. Why do you support... Sorry. People say, why do you support DJI then? Because DJI is the epitome of locking someone in to an ecosystem. And I say two things. Number one, there is no analogy to EdgeTX in the video transmitter world. What about OpenIPC? It's open source. Yeah, it's shitty. It's not as good. EdgeTX is excellent in every way. It does everything you need it to do. It's well supported. It's really good, and it's open source, and anyone can run it. I support that. So, like, I'm not a sort of religious zealot for open source, where I reject anything that isn't open source. I have an open mind. But in this case, in the controller ecosystem, there's no reason to not use EdgeTX these days. And anyone who decides not to use EdgeTX, I am immediately suspicious of their motivation. And then doing shenanigans with updating Express LRS, it's just like, no, F off. Joseph Dahari says we should be wary of that. Stop. You're killing me. I was actually in the middle of an argument with this person at the time that she said weary. And when she meant wary. And again, I'm not an asshole. So I didn't point it out but like there was a petty little part of me that since we're already in an argument wanted to be like, well, actually, I think you meant wary. And I didn't do it for the record, but... Oh, Steve McCormack, you said Ethos is dead to you. Have you ever even tried it? No, I've never tried it. I will never try it. Nope. Haven't ever, won't ever. Will not waste 1 second of my life learning anything about it or encouraging anyone to do anything with it. That's what "it's dead to me" means. Do you not understand that phrase? It's dead to me. It means that I will not try it. I will spend my effort learning about and supporting stuff that I think people should use. If I support, I'm not going to encourage people to lock themselves into FreeSky's ecosystem. I don't think that's good for them, and I don't think it's good for the hobby. Oh, how do you know what you're missing? I don't know. It's like Samuel Jackson said in Pulp Fiction. Bacon may taste like pumpkin pie, but I wouldn't know because I don't eat the filthy MF. That's probably not an exact quote. If there's a justification like compatibility with the SpeedyBee app, then they should roll that into EdgeTX and submit a pull request so that everyone can benefit from it. Sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie. They were talking about pork. Yeah, sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I wouldn't know because I don't eat the filthy. Okay, anyway, enough about that. Thank you, Blunty, for calling that question out. You knew that would get me going, didn't you?
Yes, it's a good clip.
Yeah. Crom says, I'm not an asshole is what an asshole would say. No, I didn't say it, though. I didn't say the petty thing that isn't relevant to the argument. I let it go. I didn't say, I'm not an asshole, but, and then do the thing anyway. I'm telling you guys after the fact that I didn't do the thing, but I wanted to do the thing, and then I noticed everyone else doing the thing, and it drove me crazy.